With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. And we are underway in Foxborough. This will be taken short.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Set, 20. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
On first and 10, Mayfield got a man. It's Randy Moss, complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Throwing, Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll run it with the 85 MVP, Marcus Allen. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Brings up second and 9.
On second down now, it's Allen. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Mayfield. And Ingram hauls it in. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 28. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a first and 10 from the 10. Now a give right side. It's Allen. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8. On second down, it's Allen, and he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. Now Mayfield to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now Mayfield on 4th down. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Randy Moss there to make the grab. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Many would call that a gutsy decision here early on to go for it 4th and goal. There was no hesitation. Field goal unit never sniffed the field.
It was a message, and the message was, I trust you on offense. Go out and make this happen. Go ahead and pick it up. You know what else he said? I trust my defense as well. If they don't get it, I know you're going to hold them. So it's a message to your entire team that you believe in them.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Double tight. Hey, we got 3 outs.
On first down, it's Sanders. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown. Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Now look good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up. On third down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Going for it with Sanders. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw them off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, oh, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Bears 7, Patriots nothing.
Double tight. 3 down.
On second down at 4, Cousins got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 34-yard line.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Check 9.
Hey, 382, last 50. Rhino.
Cousins now to throw on first down. That one complete to Anderson. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey. We got 3.
To throw is Cousins. Open man is Robbie Anderson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense. On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
3 down. Watch 20. Check 20.
Here's Sanders. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the 6-yard line.
Hey, flipper.
Slow. No.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Cousins. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Robbie Anderson there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Now Cousins going to bring his guys up for the 2-point try.
Heavy. Got heavy. Don't let
Cousins to throw it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So what do you think the mindset was there? You can tie it with a PAT here first half. Why go for the lead right now?
The old school mindset says if you have a better team, you just go ahead and continue to try and dominate. There's also a school of thought, if you don't think you're quite as good, you have to try and take advantage of opportunities. And finally, I just think this is analytics coming into the game. Someone saying the more you go for two, the better your chances are of actually getting them.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights. And the pressure gets to him again. Calais Campbell able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and...
And he's going to go down again. Calais Campbell getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. On the return, Hester. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. 3 down, 3 down.
First down, here's Cousins. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Working out of the gun, Cousins under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack on 1st down, Cousins, open man, Gronkowski complete. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, here's Cousins. And that will be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
3 down, 3 down.
Line out!
3 down, 3 down. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The safety that time, Tony Jefferson there on the coverage. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. A first down throw for Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Mayfield now from the 50. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Holt. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
180! I got it.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half, Cousins. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a carry for Sanders. It's Everson Griffin who made the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down now, it's Sanders. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Watch the safety, Chris.
Hey, Steamer.
Watch the ship.
On 1st and 10, Cousins into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Looking to throw on second down. Cousins, and Anderson's got it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 28. They'll run on first down. Sanders, and some room to maneuver. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great effort there. 28 yards. And the Patriots have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They stay on the ground with Allen. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a carry for Allen. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 2nd down, it's Allen.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There was a lot of debate about who was going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it 2 different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. A well-executed safety blitz by Tony Jefferson leads to the sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
To throw, Mayfield. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Calais Campbell and the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. On 1st down, it's Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Cousins now. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Foxborough. We get set for the 4th quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Now, this was still going to be a 1-score game either way, but still, that's a potentially harmful miss here in the 4th.
It certainly is, because if you consider that now if they give up a touchdown, they give up the lead. So he might be getting the side-eye by the defenders coming out on the field now as he goes back to the bench after that miss.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Oh, yeah.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they...
Here's Allen. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now Allen. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
They'll run on first down. Allen. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup at 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 19.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Yeah, baby.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd down now, it's Allen. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
On first down, Allen. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, it's Allen. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
He'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
How many people watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely look for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And again, he'll find Gronkowski complete. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. From the red zone now, Cousins. And he's got it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal.
Check one. First.
Back to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Bobby Bell coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. Well, partner, still a head-scratcher to me how this one ended. Down 3. I just thought, no matter the situation, you're in a spot where you can kick that field goal, go to overtime. Why not do it?
And this is where I think the analytics guys are going to continue to get more and more traction in the league. We've talked about different people now saying, I need a game management coach, someone in the booth to take the emotion out of it. Did they lose track of where they were on the clock, right? Did they lose track of where they were on the field? Was it makeable for their kicker? All those things come into play here, and it turns out they don't get it done.
So that'll do it for Charles Davis, the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com.